Hey, I'm Ryan Duffy. We're here in New York City. We actually just got back to the States. We spent some time down in Colombia, where we found out that some of the locals, they fuck donkeys. We're on the Caribbean here in Cartagena, Colombia. The city basically looks like it was constructed from the daydreams of frustrated 9-to-5ers. You can picture some fat guy in a cubicle going, God damn, I just wish I was on a beach somewhere that was more beautiful than any beach I've ever seen, in a city with absolutely beautiful architecture and filled with gorgeous women. That's Cartagena. Some of our friends had been telling us that on the northern coast of Colombia, people fuck donkeys. Foolishly, we basically said, we'll believe that when we see it. So we flew down to Cartagena and figured we'd do some investigating of our own.
It's a really macho culture, and they really value the chase here. I mean, Colombian men, I think the chase is incredibly important. I'm from London. I'm a freelance journalist here, and I've been living here for five years. And I'm married to a Colombian. Colombian men think they're the best lovers in the world because they've never had anyone to tell them otherwise. People used to talk, and they used to say, oh, the costeños are, you know, all they do is party, they drink, and the joke was they fuck donkeys. No one actually said I'd done it. They'd always said, oh no, my friends had done it, and it's quite common that, you know, you live on a farm, you'll see people with their own special donkey, and yes, it's something that you do, it's totally cultural, and it's normal. It's just a different way of seeing sex.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of looking at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Bueno, no es un mito, es una realidad. La mayoría de los hombres de la zona norte de Colombia usualmente tienen su primera relación sexual con una burra.
Los hombres primero prefieren experimentar en una burra que en una mujer.
No sé qué placer encontrarán en ello, pero bueno, esa es su decisión, ¿no?
A los 14 años tuve yo la primera relación con la burra, claro, en el desarrollo. Los médicos le recomendaban burra anteriormente. La burra lo ayuda a partir los puntos y lo ayuda a desarrollar. Semanalmente, todos los domingos nos íbamos para la ciénaga y allá en el monte cogíamos las burras.
We're getting a tour of the land from our new friends here, and then we're going to go see about this donkey fucking thing. So when we got back from Colombia, we were so freaked out, so totally confused by what we'd seen and what you're about to see, that we felt like we really had to go see a sex therapist, if only so we didn't spend the next 2 weeks of our lives crying in the fetal position.
So we're here in the offices of Dr. Hani Maletsky. She is the author of this book, which is Understanding Bestiality and Zoophilia. Could you kind of break down what's bestiality, what's zoophilia, what are the differences in terms?
There's really very different things, those two. Bestiality is sex with animals. That's sort of the act. And zoophilia is more about feelings, about attraction. When somebody is a zoophile, it's sort of like a sexual orientation in a way. While bestiality is sort of like using the animal as a form of masturbation. Bestiality has been going on throughout history in every culture, basically. In my book, I even mentioned an agricultural society in northern Colombia called Cagaba. And in that society, it is an ancient pre-Columbian belief. Adolescent males will not achieve competence in marriage unless they practice intercourse with donkeys.
Colombia is very religious and super Catholic. So a lot of these girls are not having sex until they're married or whatever it is, all of which is fine, but all of which leaves our friend over here and various other 14-year-olds with basically a, 6-year-long case of blue balls.
Yo 14.
17. Primera vez fue por allá por la mina, por allá. A los cuantos años fue a los 11.
Bueno, mal. Me gustó.
Le gustó y ha seguido.
No, ya eso comen burra. Ellos todos los días la clavan. Levante la mano el que come burra, que a todos que todos comen burra, véalo. No, la mujer mejor, porque la mujer tiene ando uno chupar y estos no tienen ando uno chupar.
No, mientras que no tengan mujer, sí pueden buscar su burrita, pero mientras que ya la tengan, no pueden buscar burra. Es quizás también, porque todos los peladitos así ya buscan burras por ahí. Eso es normal.
What's with the whole initiation thing anyway? Like, you're not going to find that in the States, right? You get initiated together. 13-year-old boys and girls in rec rooms groping each other, and it's awkward and terrible, but, they're of the same species.
Yes.
So what's keeping that from happening here?
They come to a certain age, they're 12, 13, 14, and if they hadn't had a sexual experience, they hadn't had sex, then they're not a man. I mean, they just can't go around saying that they're a virgin.
So in junior high, a lot of credibility is based on, how many people you've made out with, and all that stuff. So we're trying to sort out here which one of these two little guys, both of them are 14, have fucked more donkeys.
Como varias mujeres.
Varias burras.
Burra. ¿La ves?
¿Y la novia?
No, no la quiere soltar todavía. ¿No? Yo soy la Yuki y después que está allá. Y después y el rabo se le para así. Después, y le hablo a la Yuki y hago así. Está el hipopótamo. No. Sí, pero yo la hice suave. No tiré pata. Yo la hago así. Y después la agarro, que tú sabes que tiene el coñoncito así. La hago así, la aprieto duro. Sí, calientecita. Como es caliente.
We heard a lot of different reasoning from the folks we spoke to down there. And it ran the gamut between really practical reasons to stuff that we found a little more far-fetched, like, oh, it enlarges the size of the penis.
I have heard that there are other civilizations who believe that having sex with an animal, specifically donkey, I mean, that's what I came across, will enlarge penises. Like Muslim countries, fathers will encourage their sons to have sex with a donkey so that their penises will grow and that they will learn to be better lovers.
Lo que pasa es que casi siempre se utiliza como para un mejor desarrollo. O sea, más que nada aquí, pues, o sea, las costumbres que tiene uno aquí. Pero no, cuando uno está empezando, desde un principio, cuando empieza, pues. Pero todavía se dice que de pronto en el camino, ¿no?
We're about 35-minute cab ride outside of Cartagena, which is a beautiful Caribbean city, where, I don't know, I'd say a rough estimate, every other girl is a fucking 10, give or take, and the ugly girls are 7s, and we're here, 35 minutes from there, and our friend here is going to fuck a donkey.
So after talking to all these folks in Trabaco, hearing all their stories, pretty much thought that we'd heard and seen it all. Little did we know that our cab driver was so happy to help and eager to kind of share this part of the culture with us that we were about to see a whole lot more. So Martine took us out to this field. The sun was setting, there were all kinds of trees and a couple little lakes, and it was quite beautiful.
Bueno, yo a esta altura, a la edad mía, yo he tropezado un proyecto, un cálculo, yo he tropezado más de 100 burras. Gran amigo Evandro, amigo mío que me dijo, Mati, vamos a comer una burra. Primera vez que iba a comer burra. Y ya, ve tú adelante. Y yo, pero ven acá, ¿y cómo es el cuento aquí? No, abre las aleticas y ya. Y yo abría la aleta y vi esa chucha colorada, esa burra así. No, muchas veces uno se concentra en mujeres, como hay veces que está únicamente en el acto concentrado que tiene una burra cogida.
What I'm hearing from people who had sex with animals and then they want to have sex with humans, how different it is for them, that they're not equipped with the knowledge of what to do, and they call it mind games. That with people you have to play mind games and you have to figure out what they want, while the animals it's like it's right there. And then if you try to translate that to humans, it's, you know, humans are a lot more complicated, on top of the fact that sometimes it feels different. Right. Especially I hear from men who had sex with female dogs that the female dogs are a lot tighter. Mm-hmm. And they say, you know, after you had sex with a female dog, you don't want to have sex with a woman anymore.
Pero de todas maneras, yo la otra vez no digo, después que la mujer me pilló, como a los 3 meses otra vez venía de donde el suegro, una finca que cuidaba, y de ahí una burrita, vea, preñadita, pero limpiecita así, unas gonas así, y provocó y tenía una bicicleta, paré, orillé mi bicicleta, échele para la matorra.
And even when it comes to zoophilia, I mean, like sexual orientation, there's different degrees. You know, somebody may be completely straight and somebody may be completely gay, but there's all these different shades in the middle. And I think Martin is somewhere in the middle, because he has a wife, and I'm assuming he has sex with her, but because he was talking about fantasizing about women, I would assume that he's not completely zoo. He's somewhere in between.
Sí, muchas veces, porque burras callejeras por ahí que uno encuentra por ahí, se la come el uno, el otro. Yo varias veces las he clavado a alto arrechera, en el momento no hay cordón ni nada.
So, Martin is back there preparing. He's getting himself aroused and preparing to fuck the donkey. So he's going to give us a shout when he's ready to mount. There's nothing good. It's walking behind a tree to find a... Oh, no. Oh, no. It's like the surprise you knew was coming and you didn't want to be there. Really not into it, man. It's one of those careful what you ask for situations where I thought it was going to be really funny, and now I'm so bummed, and there's not enough fucking rum in all of Colombia.
We were told a variety of reasons that this might be happening. We were told it's a gender role thing. We were told it has to do with the predominant Catholicism in Colombia. Even an economic reason was suggested to us. There's a million things. I'm not going to wrap this up in any tidy package because it doesn't exist. I watched a man fuck a donkey, and it was probably changed me for the rest of my life. What the reality probably is that there are probably people fucking animals all over the fucking place. And it's certainly not distinctly a Colombian thing.
Now I definitely think it's safe to say that we really have seen it all. Way too damn much, in fact. Even now, back in New York, everywhere I look, I keep seeing these Colombian donkeys. Baby, you're my woman.